107.9 LITE-FM, Miss Bonnie Raitt, something to talk about. 8:19, good morning. It's Lisa. This is inside your no repeat workday. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as we get into your weekend, hopefully changing your life one person at a time throughout the Treasure Valley. It's kind of been my mantra over the last 4 years, and something just kicked in for me a couple months ago. And with my mom passing last year, it was really about it's time to take control. And that's the time I declared that I'll be walking the Portland Marathon on October 6th. And it was weird. It was just, it was like about a week or so after that I met Dr. Stephen Baker, who's in studio with me this morning from PreHab Maximize Living in Meridian. It was just the amazing kind of aha epiphany moment. I'm like, this guy gets it. This is what I want to do. I want to be like him. That's the mindset I want to have and really take control of my life. And it's not only about exercise and nutrition, which we're going to get into. And what you told me the other day in the office was just sick, and I can't get it out of my mind, but we're not going to talk about that today.
We'll save that for later.
But seriously, I'm like, I can't drink this today. But it really is, about maximized living. And I want you to explain to everyone what that kind of philosophy and that theory is.
Well, the whole thing rides on one principle and one principle only, and that is the power that made the body heals the body. Call that power God, call it whatever you want to call it, but bottom line is that you went from 2 cells to over 1 trillion in 9 months, and that is nothing short of a miracle.
Absolutely.
And so that same power that made you is still inside of you every single day, making your heart beat, your lungs breathe, your cut heals, not because you said something, but because that power is at work. And so the idea is not how do we suppress that power, how do we make that power at its best? How do we maximize that power? And the only way to do that is to remove any and all interference from that power doing its job. So what we found at Maximize Living is that interference comes in 5 ways. First and foremost, mindset. You don't want to be healthy? Good luck. It's not going to happen. If you don't want to make changes, nothing will change. The second is your nervous system, because that power travels from your brain through your spinal cord to where it has to go. The third is nutrition, quality nutrition, not quick fixes or diets, but lifestyle. The fourth is exercise, the right kind of exercise, and then finally removing toxins from your life, because that is the root cause of most all cancers.
Absolutely. I was feeling pretty good when I came to see you. I mean, obviously I want to change things. I want to get healthy. I had started my walking regime, working on the nutrition part of it. And, but I was like, it's kind of like, I don't feel like as smooth as I could when I walk and all that good stuff. And so when I came to PreHab in Meridian, Dr. Baker's like, well, we're going to take x-rays. I'm like, okay, I get that. And, I've done that one other time when I lived in Seattle with a chiropractor. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Well, when those x-rays came back, he's like, you were showing me. It's like there's a certain curvature in your spine, the spacing in your bones. There's, it's subluxation, which means...
Look at that.
I know. See, you've
she
taught
said
me
it
well.
right.
It's, when you're...
That's how you know you have great patience, when you can actually say subluxation.
Which will explain what that means. But basically, my bones, my vertebrae are squishing my spinal cord, in essence, is what that means. And so what's happening there, he's like, well, do you have, some digestive problems and things? I'm like, yeah, I get some acid reflux. And he goes, well, guess what? It's not going so well for you, because really I'm a phase 2, almost phase 3, which is the worst you can get, with where my spinal column is. So, you have a good philosophy. It's not about working on the bad. It's about, let's enhance the good, and everything kind of falls into place.
Right. I mean, first we have to figure out really ultimately where the problem is, because we don't just go in there blind. And that's why we take x-rays. It doesn't make any sense to adjust the most important part of your spine, or most important part of your body, without taking a picture of it first. It makes no sense. And so after we figure out the problem, my philosophy is let's not focus on what's wrong with you. Let's focus on what's right in you. And so a lot of times I forget about the symptoms that you first came in with, and so do you, because they're going to start going away. And we start focusing on just how to make your body work better and better and better, and just by doing the right things. But when it comes to the x-rays, you have to have certain things going on with your spine. And if you don't have the right curves, if you have areas where the vertebrae is twisted or whatever it is, it's putting pressure on the nerves. And even worse than that is when it's stretching and tethering the spinal cord, because then nothing can work properly. So your brain's got to talk to your body, and if it cannot send the messages through the spinal cord like it's supposed to, the body slowly shuts down and gets sicker. And it's not just about how you feel, because you will not feel that until you have symptoms. And once you have symptoms, it has already been going for a long time.
Right. So hopefully we will affect change over time, because it really is about taking care of ourselves, our family, and our community, because nobody else is going to do it for us. So once again, Dr. Stephen Baker from PreHab Maximize Living in Meridian. If people want to reach out to you, free consultation, and you'll work with them, what's the phone number?
Phone number is 906-1564. And the other thing is, get on the website and give us a call. We have a lot of upcoming events. I believe we're going to be doing a lunch together next month.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we also have dinner with the doc, which means that I'm buying. We're going out to an awesome restaurant in Meridian. It's great food. And we're going to do a talk on just how to get healthy and then let that transcend through your entire family.
And if you're out at the Boise Music Festival tomorrow, Dr. Baker will be speaking on the LITE-FM stage. He'll be there a little after 11 and a little after 5. And so you can meet him in person, ask him questions, things that might have sparked today. I highly, encourage you to do that, because it will change your life. So once again, PreHab in Meridian, 906-1564. Thank you so much, Dr. Baker. We look forward to having you back in the future.